In this video, we will be explaining what do you mean by a put option. In our previous video, we have explained a call option taking a real estate example. In this video, again we are trying to explain put option taking the similar real estate example. Now, put option is a right to sell. To understand what do we mean by right to sell, let us assume that today is 1st January and there is a person known as Mr. A who wants to buy a house. Now there is a builder. Builder goes to Mr. A on 1st January and gave rupees 1 lakh to Mr. A. Builder is the person who is going to sell the house and Mr. A is the person who is going to buy the house. And builder has given 1 lakh rupees to Mr. A. Although in real world this kind of a transaction may not be available, but then stock markets need to give you all possible logical transactions to complete the market. Now Mr. A has received 1 lakh rupees from the builder and has given a commitment to builder that he will buy the house at 50 lakhs on 30th March by making the payment. Today Mr. A has accepted 1 lakh rupees and in lieu of that 1 lakh rupees, he has given a commitment to the builder that he will come and buy the house in 50 lakhs on 30th March, that is 3 months from now. On 30th March means 3 months from now he will come and buy the house by making the payment. Now let us try to understand what kind of transaction is this. Now in this case, again we are saying two similar transactions going on simultaneously. One is for the house. For the house, obvious buyer is Mr. A and seller is the builder. But who has given the payment? Payment has been given by the builder to Mr. A. So the second transaction which is going on is about the right. Okay, as we have seen in our call option also, that one transaction is for the house, other transaction is for the right. Now since builder has made the payment, the person who is making a payment is always a customer or always a buyer. So since builder has made the payment, builder is a buyer of right. Builder is the buyer of the right, and what right he will buy? Because he is seller of the property, he has purchased a right to sell. So builder has purchased a right to sell the property to Mr. A in 50 lakhs. He has purchased this right by making a payment of 1 lakh rupees. And by accepting rupees 1 lakh, A has sold the right. In any transaction, there has to be one buyer, there has to be one seller. And A has accepted that and he has sold that right. That okay, I am accepting this 1 lakh rupees, I will come to you and buy this property in 50 lakhs. Builder may or may not exercise the right. Since builder has made the payment, it's purely his choice whether he will sell this property to Mr. A or not. Let us see what can be the different scenarios. Now scenario first is, let us say worth of the house which was 50 lakhs on 1st January is only rupees 30 lakhs on 30th March. The price has gone down by 20 lakhs. In this case, builder will use his right. He will exercise his right. He will ask Mr. A to buy the property in 50 lakhs. A has to pay rupees 50 lakhs and buy the house. Because at that time, while accepting 1 lakh rupees, he has given a commitment that okay, I will buy the house in 50 lakhs. Whatever is the price of the house, even if the price of the house is 5 lakhs, A has to give 50 lakhs and buy the house in 50 lakhs. Loss to A is 19 lakhs. He is buying a property which is worth 30 lakhs in 50 lakhs. Out of that, 1 lakh he has already received. To A is rupees 19 lakhs. He is buying a property worth 30 lakhs in 49 lakhs. He is paying 50 lakhs to the builder and he has already accepted 1 lakh. So net outflow for A is 49 lakhs, in which he is buying a property worth 30 lakhs only. So he loses 19 lakhs. Builder saves the same 19 lakhs. So one person's gain is other person's loss. Right? It's ultimately a zero-sum game. Another scenario is the price of the house on 30th March is 70 lakhs. Now in this case, builder will not exercise his right. What right? The right which he has purchased, that he will be selling the property to A in 50 lakhs. Now builder has his choice that he may not exercise his right, because obviously if he sells his property in 50 lakhs, he is losing 20 lakhs. Now he will say, Mr. A, you keep this 1 lakh with you, right? And I am going to sell this property to somebody who is going to give me 70 lakhs. So builder makes 19 lakhs profit in this case, right? No obligation on part of builder to sell the house to Mr. A. So this is known as put option, because builder has purchased a right to sell. Whether he uses that right or whether he doesn't use that right is purely his choice. Whenever using the right will be beneficial to him, he will use the right. But in case using the right is not beneficial to him, then he will not use the right. In this case, when the price of the house has gone up, obviously he will make more profit if he doesn't sell to A and doesn't use his right. If he sells to somebody else, he will be making extra profit. So this right to sell, he has purchased a right to sell, and by doing that he has ensured that his property will be sold at least in 50 lakhs. In case the value goes up, he will sell in higher value. In case the value goes down, he will sell in 50 lakhs. So 50 lakhs is the minimum amount which he will be getting by selling his property. So this right to sell is known as a put option. A put option is a contract granting the right to the buyer of the option. In our case, the buyer of the option was Mr. A. Buyer of the option was builder. It gives right to buyer of the option to sell the underlying asset. He has purchased a right to sell the underlying asset. Underlying asset in this case was the house on or before a specific day. Specific day in this case was 30th of March at an agreed upon price which was 50 lakhs, but not the obligation to do so. It is the seller who grants this right to the buyer of the option. The person who has right to sell is known as the person who has, this is important, the person who has right to sell is known as buyer of put option. In our case, buyer of put option was builder. Because he has paid 1 lakh rupees, that means he is a buyer. The price at which buyer has the right to sell is known as the strike price. Since the buyer of the put option has the right to sell, he will exercise the right only if and only if the price of the asset is in the market is less than the strike price. If the price falls below 50 lakh, only in that case builder is going to exercise his right. Okay. So now we have got 4 transactions in the market: buy a call option, sell a call option, buy a put option, and sell a put option. Obviously, if somebody is buying a call option, somebody is selling a call option. So number of buyers of a particular call and number of sellers of a particular call are always same. For every transaction, there will be one buyer and there will be a seller on the opposite side. So only 4 transactions in the market: buy call, sell call, buy put, sell put. Subscribe to this channel. We will be uploading some more videos on basics of options trading. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.